Hi!
Welcome aboard. We know you've been itching for a tour. Come on in.
Today's the day!
This is a 57-foot reverse layout boat. So as you enter, there's 2 cupboards either side with great storage, and then you're in the kitchen, or galley. We've got a gas cooker and a sink and cupboards, and not forgetting an Alice and a fridge. The fridge is 12 volt, so it runs directly off the batteries and we don't need to have the inverter running all the time. The electrical stuff like the inverter and the battery charger is in one of the cupboards, and the hot water tank that is traditionally under the stern steps is actually in the engine bay on this boat. By hot water tank I mean chlorifier.
In this lounge room, we have done a few things to modify it since when we bought it. However, there's still some things that we want to do. You can see that the walls are quite sparse, so we want to put up some artwork and do some decorating. But my favorite thing, apart from painting the outside of the boat, is we are going to install a fireplace right here. It is going to be the end of coal.
For us.
So excited.
We've made the decision to go with a diesel or oil stove instead of a multi-fuel stove, and the reasons for that we will explain in more detail when we get it installed and everything, but ultimately it comes down to not wanting to shift 25 kilo bags of coal and the dust generated by a multi-fuel stove.
And also you'll see when you get to the front of our boat that there's really no place to store coal. That is our exciting news about our fireplace.
Yeah.
And that's why we have all this dancing room and this awesome sofa which fits custom made into the side of our boat. Patreons will be aware because they saw the whole episode that the sofa cost us £0. Dinette. Well, I've changed the name of the dinette. I'm now going to call it the Floating Studio. So click over to Art by Anna Marie, which is also on YouTube, where I go through some painting tutorials and also put some of my artworks on YouTube. This is my floating studio. It doesn't look like it at the moment because it's very sparse. It has a massive, massive work table. And I can paint here and I can look out these giant hatches, but in reality when we have friends over it's the dinette. It's a lovely dinette. It folds down into a double bed, and there is storage all under the dinette as well.
What's next, I hear you saying?
Oh, the best bathroom ever. And I have to admit, with this bathroom, I changed my mind about walk-through bathrooms. Come and have a look. So here we are in the bathroom, which is a non-walk-through bathroom. A corridor bathroom, if you will. What?
Yeah, non-walk-through. I just think it's got a bathroom. Not a corridor bathroom.
That's where Kat's drawing the line at my talking.
It's not really a lot to say about a bathroom.
I have a lot to say.
It's got a toilet. We brought with us our Nature's Head from Hewitt, and if you watched us move aboard you will have seen us removing the cassette toilet that came with the boat. There's obviously a wash hand basin and a shower, which is a really nice shower.
Yeah.
And plenty of storage behind the shower as well as underneath the basin.
Yeah, so the thing I'm really excited that changed my mind, because I thought that a walk-through bathroom meant that you had more space, and actually there is dancing room in this bathroom. We've got some cat food on the floor so that they can always kind of come in and nibble on their dries, and I've put a railing up the top of the bathroom, and I've got a few of those little railings just with coat hangers to do a little wash and put the washing out of the way if the weather's bad outside. And also, because we removed the toilet, there's a little flap into the corridor, and we're going to take the door off that so the cats have a way to get in the bathroom when the door's closed.
We're talking about it.
I'm just in love with this bathroom. You close the door and people can still walk past and get to where they need to be, and I haven't noticed any different amount of space, so yeah. I'm a convert. The next room is the reason why I want to say the reason why we bought the boat. It was one of our non-negotiables, and it was pretty high on the list. Is Alice there as well?
Yes, Alice is here with me.
Alice has gone to every room. You could not be more excited to show off this boat.
This room used to be a bedroom, and there was a 4-foot double fixed bed here and not much else. What I've done is dismantled some of the bed frame and put in this temporary work surface here. There's going to be plenty of room for storage for the things that we keep for Art by Anna Marie and selling online, and tool storage, and a little space for me to do work because I work online and wanted somewhere of my own. It was one of the reasons that we got the boat, because on Ewart we made use of every single available piece of space, and that was great. We fit so much stuff in, but it just meant that it got quite cluttered over time, and as we're getting busier with the artwork, we wanted a little bit more space to give us room to expand if we needed to. Alice thinks this is her room, but it's
your room, really.
It's my room.
So I have nothing to do with this room.
It's a little bit messy at the moment because
Super messy.
I'm still working out where things are going to go and what I need to build.
And every time you move one thing from this room, like Kath's already built a couple of the shelves and the workbench from the different bases of the double bed, and also that's how we built the sofa. We used the wood that was already in here holding up the double bed. Yeah. Finally, another non-negotiable is our awesome bedroom. Oh, join us in bed.
No.
She's not gonna let me keep that in.
One of Anna Marie's non-negotiables was the width of the bed.
Don't say it like that. Why do you have to say it like that? That sounds so bad.
Okay, sorry.
So here we are in the bedroom.
It's the last room on the boat.
And there is no actual bow to sit in.
There's no well deck to sit in.
Yeah. Alice is, again, she just can't believe you're here for the tour finally.
The bow, we've got some fire exit doors that go out onto the bow if we wanted to, which is nice for airflow and escape. The cats don't know that they're doors yet.
We had in Ewart, we had the bow which had the cat flap in it, and they used to drive us crazy tapping the cat flap. They haven't even tried in this room because they're not 100% sure why you would want to get out the windows. And we've had the windows open a few times and it's just lovely. A friend of ours said, how are you going to feel about sitting up in bed and just looking down at the rest of the boat instead of sitting up in bed and maybe facing out the bow windows? But actually, I really love looking at the rest of my boat. That's awesome.
I just don't get to look at anything because I have the cupboard side. We've got a massive double wardrobe here and it fits in all of our clothes with apparently room for more clothes.
Yeah.
However, we are trying to be a little bit minimalistic.
Yeah.
So
we did throw out lots of clothes. Yeah.
There's also a TV in here. It's 12 volt as well, and we use it with our Fire Stick to watch TV in bed, which has been really, really nice.
There is storage under the bed, and so separate bits of storage, and then in the middle of the bed there's like a walk-through underneath, or a little cubby hole underneath, things that you don't have to lift the mattress up to get to. At the pillow end of the mattress is our water tank. So I've mentioned it before, it is a smaller water tank on lazy days, which we're kind of coming to terms with slowly.
You may be wondering what we're doing for clothes washing, and there is a twin tub that we brought with us from Ewart. It's really power efficient. It takes a maximum kind of 300 watts of power. We can run it without the engine. We don't have to have a super powerful inverter, and it takes up a big whack of storage, but the spin cycle is quite efficient. and it's working okay for us. We've been using it for probably about 2 months now.
Yeah, write a comment below if you want to know any more about our washing machine. That is our boat, and we absolutely love it. I love it.
Yeah.
The cats have settled in really well. We've settled in really well. There's so many different things we need to do that hopefully you can kind of see from this tour that we had to hold off showing you the boat because it just wasn't, we hadn't unpacked everything, and there's just still so much to do, especially for Kath.
Okay. So that is the boat.
So do you want to just a quick little walk through and finish up at the kitchen again so you can have another sneaky look? So that is 57 foot. Well, actually, as you know, we have a cruiser stern at the back and a tiny little bow out the front.
I think we've got about 45 foot of internal space, which is not dissimilar to the amount of space that we had on you. It's just arranged differently.
Yeah.
And we think it's going to make a big difference in how we live day to day.
It already has made such a big difference to how we use the kitchen, the lounge and the dinette, because it's all in one room. When we first started boat hunting 3.5 years ago, we thought we were really happy with the separate rooms, and I really was. But we wanted to try this out, and this is actually working really well to kind of communal life and just to making the space look bigger. And because Kath has her own workroom, it has decluttered our living space, which is really awesome.
So the only other things to talk about is the engine and batteries and solar. So we have got a 38 horsepower canal line engine, which from experience with driving this boat is great. It's built on the same base as a Beta, so it looks very similar to what I'm kind of used to. I do have to do an engine service. I'm working up to that, and I'm sure we'll vlog it.
Do you think so? You're going to do the first one?
Yeah, why not?
Oh, lucky you.
There's 3 leisure batteries and a starter battery. It gives us about 330 amp hours of power. There were 4, but one of them had expanded, so they removed it for safety reasons. And we're seeing how we go. Because with batteries, it is best practice to replace them all in one go, and I don't really want to buy 4 new batteries. We've also got a Webasto central heating system, which we have run because the weather hasn't been as warm as it could be at this time of year, and it heats up the boat really quickly, and we haven't had any problems with that. And then on the roof there is one single adhesive solar panel that is 250 watts and does seem to be keeping us charged.
Especially on a day like today.
Yeah.
Yeah. But we will keep you updated on how those things go. Really, just for the tour, we wanted you to know the specs of the boat and also just to see inside. Mm-hmm. And hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have any comments about things that you would do differently on the boat, or things that you particularly liked, or any questions you have, leave them in the comment box below. As usual, thank you so much for liking and for subscribing and for sharing this video. It really does help us keep afloat. And also check out my other channel.
So don't forget to subscribe so you get notified when we release our next cruising video.
Yes.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Bye.
Bye. Alison, every single room.
She wants to go out, doesn't she?